you so much. Brilliant. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. I know some of you are saying it's your first time kind of on the 50 in Tech kind of platform forum. It is for me too. And I guess I've been compelled for the same reasons to come on board and help share some of my advice. So I'm going to do a screen share. See each other, by the way. If you can just put in the chat or shout out, because one of the beauties of my screen share with my new monitor is I can't tell whether you can all see each other. Can someone just shout out a yes or a no? Perfect. Thank you, Phoebe. Lovely shout out. Okay, so as Gael said, my background is quite varied. I'm a pitch coach. I'm also a 2 times TEDx speaker, as well as a startup founder. I've on to my 3rd startup now. And so I know what it's like to be sitting where you are. I know what it's like to pitch for money and to get ideas off the ground. So yeah, that's a bit of my background. I'm part of a team called Best 3 Minutes. There are 3 of us, and together we've coached over 1,000 startups and helped them raise over 300 million euros. And we've also been working with lots of big corporates who, funnily enough, are trying to learn from startups, because they know now that everything is about being lean, everything's about being agile. You know, gone are the long 20, 30-minute presentations. It's all about the short, sharp pitch. And so my job is to help companies like them and startups and founders like you share your story, get your story straight, and share it under time pressure, and crucially to get your audience to engage with you and to act as you would want them to. Just to expand a little bit on the first part of my career, I spent 25 years, as Gael said, playing with bands such as the Spice Girls, a UK band, multi-billion album selling band called Faithless, Kylie Minogue, lots of great artists. I've been very humbled to play with those and performing on stage in front of hundreds and thousands of people. So in my next session, so not in this 1 hour session, but my next one, I'm going to be sharing some of the tools of how I have learned to deal with speaking out under huge amounts of pressure. And I'm going to share some of the techniques that I've learned over the years. And really what would make me super happy is to certainly share those techniques with you to help you become more confident speakers. So basically my job is all around the fact that I believe that great ideas need a voice, and that's why I'm here, is to help with your ideas a voice. Any questions, as I've said, put them in the chat. Is probably the easiest thing to do as I'm going along. There will be chances for, I'll come out of the slide share. I want to keep it as personal as possible, as I said, and see if any of you just want to shout out any questions, please do. That's what I'm here for. This is your time. So today is all about your Pitch 101 training session. Now, ordinarily, I would be putting you into breakout rooms. Normally, this is a 3-hour session. So today, I'm just going to give you a sense of some of the exercises that I do, and also these exercises that you can then go away and try yourselves. There are a couple that we will do together. So the first question, the first exercise that I normally do, particularly when it's face-to-face, is I normally start my session by saying this. I say, pitch yourself in 30 seconds to someone you don't know so well. And then when the 30 seconds are finished, I say switch. And basically, there are no other instructions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of the share, and I'd just like any of you to shout out the kind of thing that you would talk about, unless one of you wants to do it now in 30 seconds. Just pitch yourself. We don't really know each other. If anyone feels like doing it, now's the time. This is a great space to be doing it. We're all going to be friends by the end of this, so into this workshop. The question that comes up though, because sometimes with my startups, you know, generally the themes are work, sometimes it's pets, family, children. Occasionally, one or two will talk about aspirations and dreams, even within 30 seconds. And most people find it hard to stop. But the question that comes up from this exercise is absolutely crucial. Because the thing is, if you don't know who the people are, then how do you know what to say? How do you know what's relevant? Because you have a lifetime of experience. And so then the question is, how do you make your message resonate with the audience that you have so that they find what you're saying relevant? So to take that further, what bothers them? What keeps the audience awake at night? And this is the number one thing that so many people get wrong before even starting your pitch. We need to look at who it is that we are pitching to, because then why are we pitching becomes a lot clearer, and essentially what we should pitch becomes a lot clearer too. Okay, so what makes a good pitch? First of all, I want to put the question out to you is, do people make decisions based on emotions or facts? So you can either shout out, it's fine for you to shout out. If you want to put in the chat what you think, is it emotions or facts? Do people make decisions based on emotions or fact? Great, Julia, combo. Anyone else? Anyone else got any guesses? Both, but emotions first. Emotions, facts. Okay, if you do. What kind of customers do you serve? What kind of customers do you serve? What problems do they face? And what's unique about how you solve those problems? So I'd like you just to take 3 minutes. It's really worth getting this right. You can always shorten it, but I don't know about you. I've been to hundreds of networking events where people talk about themselves for 5 minutes and literally you're eyeing the rest of the room, trying to get away to see who it is that you can next talk to. You don't want that. Have a really good, clear, succinct message as to what you do, what kind of customers you're serving, what problems do they face, and what's unique about how you solve those problems. Just take 3 minutes. I've got a countdown timer starting now. Bit of music as well.